studying at the university, very close to getting his degree. So that is a handy acquisition. But in my opinion, Taiwan University of Technology, they've got to block out the noise. They've got to block out the psychology. Oh, really good players coming in. They've got to get down and stick to their guns because they were a little bit unlucky against Yonsei. They could have pulled off a victory.
I mean, again, close call in the games. It was a steady come up for Tyran University. And we have a couple of standout players that we should be watching out for. You know, again, Tyran has some very reputable players on their end too, with the likes of number 5 Yang Zihao as well as number 12 Duan Chengguo. So they were both the main contributors in terms of scoring, and they also obviously create good spacing and get those assists and rebounds. So again, I'm excited for this game, and we're going to have a really good turnout here at Bingjiang Gymnasium.
Well, have a look out for Shanghai's Liu Guannan, number 0, Wu Shangwu, number 8, Duan Chiawei, number 12, and also Chen Tianqian for the Taiwan team. Chen Ziwen, Yang Zihao, Joshua Ge, Yang Hulong. So those are the key players. Don't forget, everybody, this is the final game of tonight, and then tomorrow will be a rest day. So look out on social media a little bit, well, maybe at lunchtime tomorrow, China time, because that is when the schedule for the remainder of the tournament will be posted, will be communicated, so we know what will be going on. But that's our cue for a little bit of a breather. But when we come back, it's going to be the announcements of the players by the Master of Ceremonies. And then we'll start this game, the 4th and final game of Day 3 of the AUBL. Shanghai Jia Tong University taking on Taiwan University of Technology. We'll see you soon.
the team intro. Ladies and gentlemen, the game between Team Shanghai Jiao Tong University and Team Taiyuan University of Technology. 上海交通大学对阵太原理工大学的比赛现在开始。And now, introducing both teams. 接下来为您介绍双方运动员及教练员。First, let's welcome Team 太原 University of Technology. 首先让我们欢迎太原理工大学。0号杨子豪，1号 Number 1高佳云，2号 Number 2全子文，8号 Number 8张林浩，10号 Number 10刘少伟，11号 Number 11孟凡森，12号 Number 12关成国，13号赵帅哥，14号杨虎龙，16号田虎明，21号杨昊天，23号 Number 23曹志豪。欢迎主教练 Head Coach 杨文海 ，Assistant Coach 助理教练崔志雷、张凯敏。And now, let's welcome 上海交通 University， 一起欢迎上海交通大学。0号 Number 0刘冠南，2号 Number 2胡立畅，4号 Number 4王岩，6号江晨轩，12号 Number 12敦家威，16号隋元辰，17号 Number 17陈天灿，18号郭浩山，23号申浩源，25号胡慧，29号于子涵，欢迎77号马金涛。欢迎主教练 Head Coach 徐阳 ，Assistant Coach 助理教练陆志强，请双方运动员相互致意。It's time to shake hands.
Let's find out who our referees are for this game. The referees have done an outstanding job. Our international referees from Canada, the Philippines, America, and our local from Hangzhou as well. Local referee from Hangzhou. They've done a great job. Actually, the local referee is a very animated referee. Every time he makes that offensive call, he's got passion, he's got drive. So before we go there, we're probably going to find out the starting 5. So both respective teams. So anytime it should be coming up very, very shortly. So the Shanghai team in the dark tops tonight. The Taiwan University of Technology team in the white tops. Under Armour is our major sponsor. Those are our referees. And Rian Kanesh, Andrew Goodman, and Alan Moro Nila. Philippines, Canada, and America coming together to referee AUBL. Good guys, passionate guys, and they love the game. Without them, we have no game. And this is the starting 5 for the Shanghai team, Liu Guannan. And then you got, sorry, there's a bit of miscommunication right there in terms of, and then you got number 17, Chen Tiankan, and then you got 77, Ma Jingtao, Duan Chaowei, Chen Tiankan, and Liu Guannan. So just looking at the clock, we are about 2 minutes away from tip-off. Taylor, any last thoughts before our final game? You know, bring on the cowbells. Bring on, you know, don't bring the sleeping bags because I don't think this game will. This game, do you think we'll have overtime?
I have no idea. Look, we can't predict that. I mean, I can't even predict what we're going to be up to tomorrow. Again, we have that day off as we see our referee crew chief here, Rayan Kanish, coming from the CEBL, the Canadian Basketball League. As we're going to get ready to start off this game. Again, talking about how both teams are extremely motivated. They're going to come out for blood. Again, what a small deficit of a loss that they had against the team from Korea. That is Yonsei University. As we have head coach Yang Won-hai for the Tyron University side. He is also a professor there. Former assistant coach of the Chinese men's national basketball team. And on the other side, we have Xu Yang for Shanghai Jiaotong.
Yeah, Xu Yang, a strict enforcer of discipline. He knows only one love, which is tough love. You know, he sets the bar very, very high. He's not the type of coach that will give you tissues and say, you know, take a day off. No, he'll just say keep working, keep improving, and keep going for it. As I've said before on previous broadcasts, he's got a strong reputation in Malaysia, very good relationship with many Southeast Asian associations, sports basketball associations coming in, giving clinics, and showing us how Shanghai basketball is played.
Yeah, that's how you also get better and learn from other countries. Even though you're providing the clinics and lessons too, you can also learn a little bit about other cultures too and the way that the style that they play, and maybe they can learn something, a thing or two from them as well. As we're finally getting the players onto the court.
So they're already fist pumping the referee, Korean, high-fiving each other. So Taylor Chen, my good partner, will be focusing on the team in white, Taiwan University of Technology. I will be focusing on the Shanghai Jiaotong University, the School of Transport.
Starting off in the men in white, Tyron University will have first possession of the game. Waiting patiently, a skip pass, swinging it over to the right. Denied entry from the top. He's going to go in on the left instead, and a risky pass all the way on the side for the Hail Mary shot that hits the rim.
I thought that was a foul, to be honest, but the referee said continuation, blows by, racing, attacks, and hits the deck, and he will go to the line for a pair of free throws. What a great way to start this game. Look at this, racing to the rim, trying to split two defenders, and took the contact. That is Duan Xiaowei. Xiaowei, hopefully he gets his way and puts it away for the free throw shots. Just practicing that flow. Can he connect to give Shanghai a good start? Puts it away. It's a good start. It's actually quite a mobile, relatively quick player. Coach Xu likes to use him as a transition type player to really, you know, patrol and go up and down, and knocks it in. It's 2-0.
Back to Tyron. And setting up the pick and roll, he's going to reject the... Actually, there's a beautiful dish and dash. And getting the bucket for Tyron for the first time, it's going to be Dong Chengguo.
Trying to apply the high press, but well done to Shanghai to break that press. They got some experience on them protecting. Crowd getting a bit rowdy. Screen, moving screen, gets inside, misses the target.
Too strong, good defense by Tyron University here at Sun Tzu-Wan. And once again, another bucket, too strong, and padding his stats is Mr. Duan Chengguo.
That is a good follow, good put back, excellent second chance effort. Now Shanghai, back foot, not only down by a deuce. From the outside, the music's getting louder, the crowd getting more exciting. Runner, nobody there to pick it up. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. So both teams huffing and puffing. As you can see, they're gasping for oxygen not even 2 minutes played. They're going to run pretty hard at this. And in the lane, up.
Sent him flying. That's a foul on 14, Yang Hulong.
Xiao Wei perfect from the line currently, hasn't missed. Got all 3 of his free throw shots in. And he'll want to keep it that way. If you ask me, Shanghai need to be better in terms of boxing out and trying to box out their opponents because, I mean, full credit to Taiwan getting those baskets, but a little bit too easy on the follow, so you got to make it difficult. 4-piece. We are here at Bingjiang Gymnasium.
Ooh, good pass. And once again, here's out him, number 12, Duan Chengguo, outsmarting Shanghai Jiaotong University. He is hot to trot. He has served all these shots hot.
Interior defense of Shanghai needs to improve tremendously. I know Coach Xu will not be happy about that. He's very famous for his interior defense. Up. And again, I think this is very stop-start. A lot of physicality on both ends of the floor. So here let's have a look at this. Yep. He went up and tried to do the runner. And this is Hu Hui, who's at the line. Again, a chance to tie it up. Almost all the production coming from the free throw line for Shanghai, and bricks their first free throw shot.
We're seeing a lot of stoppages coming from Shanghai's side. Again, they're not afraid to charge into Tyron, the Tyron student athletes. And they're drawing fouls, and they're getting those points.
And trailing by 1, Taiwan with the lead and the package.
Sends it to the left with no jersey number on his kit, but he gets the bucket. That is, I believe, number 0, Yang Zihao.
They're getting their way all the way downhill in the paint, the Taiwan team. Here they come, drives the lane, missed target.
Ooh, too strong, and Tyron gets it back over. They have been dominating or controlling the boards. As we see the field goal percentages, Shanghai 0 for 2 still, all from free throws, and for 3! He takes it to the bank and cashes in the 3. And a mysterious no number jersey man.
Mr. Nobody. Leans in and can't score, gets the rebound, puts it up, no. It goes the other way in favor of Taiwan University of Technology. He's calling for 2. Get that 2-man play going and load those corners. That's what he's saying to this team.
We'll have to decipher who the guy in the jersey without the number, I assume is Zihao, but he had number 5 as he got bully balled in. It is once again Duan Chengguo.
This is too easy for them in the paint. Points in the paint is way too easy for Taiwan. Shanghai needs to shore up the interior defense once again. Pack the paint. Handoff. They really need a basket right now. They're down by 8 and 1. Basket counts. Good stuff there by the leading scorer of the Shanghai team, Duan Xiaowei. And Xiaowei has got 6 points, 90% of their production. And 1 single point scored earlier. This is good. I think Yang Hulong was trying to tuck his shirt in.
Tyron's got to figure out how to deny entry from this guy. I mean, he's always going in from the left, and, you know, it's causing problems for Tyron because he's been at the line multiple times in this quarter. As we have a bullet pass, swinging it to the right. Finds Duan Chengguo, and here pulling up for the jumper.
Too easy.
Thank you very much. Tyron says now with the lead set 15-7.
Too easy for the Taiwan team in terms of how they're scoring buckets. Loose ball. Ooh, and almost a hell ball. But they still keep it alive on the drive. Looking clumsy, and that's a bad pass to give it away. At the moment, Shanghai is in all sorts, and wouldn't be surprised if they call for a timeout. But Coach Xu is like letting this run a bit, letting this bleed a bit. They are only down by 9 points, but I'm sorry, 8 points. And as the double substitution for Taiwan University of Technology.
Zhang Linghao as well as Cao Zihao will be coming into the game as our mysterious no number player goes to the bench. Again, we will double check with you and come back with you shortly, confirming the player at hand. And here it comes at Thailand University. There's a handoff and pick and roll. Denying it. Here's from the wing. Batted downwards. It goes back to Shanghai.
Shanghai now with their leading scorer on the baseline, posting up, just holding. Nice pass from underneath. Yes. And he is doing all the damage on the scoreboard. Duan Chia Wei makes this a 6-point ball game, but right now they need to play defense.
Yeah, they're keeping it over on the left-hand side, and Tyran's got to figure out how to keep him away from that section. 5 minutes left to go, and Tyran, here comes at number 11, pulling up for the jumper is Mo Fan-sen.
They gotta press their shooters. You know, those jumpers are way too easy for Taiwan University of Technology. Shanghai gotta bring out the shark in them and really don't let the opponent bite. Good screen. Still with the package, lost it. Regathers, leans in and shoots. Couldn't get the bounce to go in. And it's still gonna be Shanghai ball with 14 seconds left on the clock. You know, according to the FIBA rules, Tay, if you don't have a jersey on the number, according to the rules, if the other team protests, they can, you know, create some damage. That's according to the rules.
I mean, AUBL does follow FIBA rules, so.
There you go. There you go. So I'm surprised nobody has protested thus far.
Not yet anyways. It's still early going.
I've seen that movie before, and I've been part of that movie before. On the drive, just redirecting. No shot for the three. In for the bank shot. Yes! He is the man of the moment.
Tyran trying to create a fast break opportunity, but Shanghai is quick in transitioning. Excellent job putting Shanghai on the skates, and there's a double team and one. And there you have it. That is number 13, Zhao Xuange.
And the scorer on the other side, Duan Chao Wei, was saying he thought it was a travel, but unselfish, gives up the shot and goes on the inside and puts that away. Zhou Shuizhe inbound. Okay, working on his opponent. Good pressing defense. I am impressed by how Taiwan is playing their D out. Who can take the shot? They don't seem like they have confident shooters, this Shanghai team, and we said that about them in the first game. You don't have shooters, but 2 shots, and this quarter really being dragged out because of the amount of fouls called. But they're physical. He was just trying to fade away and got slapped on the wrist as he was taking the shot. And that was Ma Jingtao. And Ma Jingtao has not scored anything yet. There's only 2 players on the Shanghai team who scored baskets. And that is Duan Chao Wei with 10 points, and also Hu Hui with 1. Yep, 5 minutes, 0 for 3 attempts, and puts that away for some much-needed basket. It is a 4-point game.
Yeah, no fouls. Shanghai has committed, and Tyran is already in the penalty with 5 team fouls overall. Pump fake. Cao Zihao for a 3, and it's good.
Put the face.
Ooh, a long 2, actually. 19-13 is the score.
Put the hand in the face of the jumpers, or the guys who are trying to make the jumpers. In the lane, missed target, and a foul again. And this is a bit of the part of the script. I think it might be a long game with the way this one is going. And he was just bumped by the shoulder of Gua Jia Yu. That was a rush shot, clumsy shot. You can't make shots like that. Jiang Chen Shen. And he's looking. And I'm quite impressed with Coach Chu. He hasn't pressed the panic button yet. 1 out of 2, 50%. 5-point ball game.
High screen run by Gao Jiayu. He gets the ball now, and here from the long two at the corner of the key. That does not fall.
That's much better in terms of rebounding. The rebound by Wang Yan. Oh, nice. With the dribble. On the move. Just trying to set a screen. Posting up in the lane on the spin. Yes!
Ooh.
That's much better by Shanghai Jiatong University, who make it a 3-point game. And that is Wang Yan. And Wang Yan with his first basket of the game.
Tyron running the hedge for the screen, and it wasn't effective against the Shanghai University. They're only trailing by 1 possession. Once again, we have Zihao coming off the bench. Their 6th man. He lobs it all the way at the baseline. And a kick out to the corner, and that's number 10's attempt, Liu Shaowei.
Goes the other way, offensive foul. Because of the push.
And we got a sub coming in from Tyran University. Number 16, Tian Huming.
Substitutions will be key. Freshness will be key. As I think this will be quite the long game with the amount of physicality that's happening. 2 points scored by Wang Yan. Can he get another? Oh, in and out, and it stays out. A lot of activity from the free throw line, but they drive and penetrate. And they get into that lane. They're 50% from the free throw line now, and they're not playing that well, but they're only 2 points down. That's quite impressive by Shanghai Jiatong.
And they're 9 for 13 from the free throw line. Again, no free throws are given to Tyran University. Shanghai very good on D, and they haven't shown any sticky fingers. 5 seconds on the clock, and the whistle comes from the sideline.
So Coach Shu being positive, which is nice. He's clapping and smiling. I don't see that much.
Holding foul for Shanghai Jiaotong. Number 8, Zhang Linghao will be inbounding with 11 seconds left.
Shanghai
looks to be 2-3 zone. Lobs the 2.
Bounce.
That ricochets out.
Off the bounce pass, bringing it up slowly, jogging it up. What can they set up? Can they tie this up? Drives in with a finger roll. Is that an offensive foul? Yes, it is. Oh, the elbow. The elbow. Yep, okay. Keep that chicken wing down.
Well, no bleeding from Gao Jiayun, luckily. As it's Tyran's ball. Now Shanghai has 2 team fouls. Zihao conducting traffic. Look away pass on the right, denies entry. Ball gets poked out. Back to Shanghai it goes.
Shanghai now with the package. 2-point ball game with over 1 minute to go. Will they penetrate? I don't think there's any confident shooters in their team, but they could prove me wrong. Contact. No. Look at this replay. Oh, the elbow again.
More physicality on both sides now. Shanghai will be at the line.
So a chance to tie it up, but they're 50% from the line. And this is Hu Hui, who has scored 1 single point, and it stays at 1 single point. And Coach Shu, like, said to himself, what do I need to do?
Suicides.
Oh yeah, that's very Coach Shu. And gets the rolling in to make it a 1-point ball game.
Well, they're relatively consistent with free throws, actually. The last game, they shot 81% of their free throws at the line, so not the worst, as the score is now 19-18. Shanghai behind only by 1 point here. Zihao is wide open, but he returns the favor. There's the catch and shoot just off the mark.
And he's done a very good job, Wang Yan, with those rebounds. He's chalking it up on the boards, at the perimeter, on the wing, up top. Fires! Too strong, and the follow. Yes, sir, and one. And they've hit the front. Shanghai Jiatong University with the extra coming up. Went for the three, couldn't get it. Picked it up with the follow and put it in for the putback. And this man right here, Wang Yan, with 5 points tonight. If he can give his team the extra, they will breathe. They will have a 2-point breather. They've only got a 1-point breather right now. 29.4 to go. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. 谢谢.
And just like that, the pendulum swings in Shanghai's favor. Tyron, possibly the last possession in the quarter. The regulation clock just behind the shot clock. Here's number 10, Liu Xiaowen. Bullet pass at the corner. There's a side step, getting entry in, and there's a foul call on Shanghai Jiaotong. On the floor right now, he's grabbing onto his ankle. It might have tweaked it. He looks to be okay, though. Let's take a look at that last play.
He's untying his shoelaces. He thinks it's an ankle injury. I just hope that it's just nothing more than a bit of a cramp, actually.
Yeah, looks like he's just adjusting his shoelaces.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a cramp, though. I feel like when you see cramps, they're just wincing in absolute pain. It could be just a minor tweak, as he's got his teammates lifting him up, including their coach, Xu Yang. And look, he's walking off normally, no limping, so probably just needs the final seconds of the first quarter and a 1-minute break before the second.
8.1 to go before the end of this long first period.
And Tyran University's got 8 seconds. Now, Xu Yang getting a sub in. Number 17 will be logging in. It is Chen Tian-Tan. Let's see what they run. Here's Tyran. Swinging it over. Duan Chengguo coming back into the game. Ball gets poked out, and here comes Shanghai.
Fires! Oh, that would have been a bang, kaboom moment if he could hit that, but what a steal. Coach Xu loves the effort. He's smiling, he's high-fiving his team and said, okay, good job, guys, because we were trailing for much of that period. And look at this, it was very, very physical in that first period. Shoulders, elbows, pushing, smiling, all the muscles of the body being worked. And look at that. It was very volleyball at times, chasing the loose ball. A lot of physicality. The first period score at Bingjiang Gymnasium in Hangzhou. It is Shanghai Jiatong University 21, Taiwan University of Technology 19. Looking at the stats.
Very extreme.
Yeah, very extreme.
Ends.
That's a great word to speak about it, Tay. You want to break it through?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about what Tyran University had committed 9 team fouls overall. So that is why Shanghai has that very close lead. 11 of those points were scored just from free throws alone. Now we're talking about rebounds. Now I did mention Tyran dominating, controlling the boards. Now it's the other way around. Shanghai has it 9/5. Now assists though, Tyran moving the ball a little bit better. And finally with the steals, Shanghai with 2 and Tyran with 0.
Well, one thing that I've got to mention that the stats don't show, the reason why, I mean, Taiyuan played quite well and they don't deserve to be behind Taiyuan played quite well and don't deserve to be behind in my opinion. But you know what, they just didn't press. I mean, they just got some really, really good jump shots. They took their shots and Shanghai just let them have it. And only towards the end when they tightened things up and they went like what Coach Xu was saying, go man to man and keep it tight. Then after that, Taiyuan started making a bit of mistakes and then Shanghai got back into it. Yes, a lot of those baskets were from the free throw line, and the physicality, the discipline has to be watched, and that's something that we don't talk a lot about in basketball. the discipline of the players, like, you know, not discipline like in fighting or anything like that, discipline in terms of how you try to play defense. Be very, very careful with your hands. And
I think the strategy for Taiwan University is to bring Duan Chengguo back into the game. He set out for a good second half of the first. They're going to need his physicality and, once again, his size. Now, strategy for Shanghai, well, keep drilling it from the left.
Put back. And what a move. 2 shots. The referee did not play continuation. He already called for the foul. And surprise, surprise, Shanghai Jiatong University at the charity stripe. And they usually break their first shot. This is Liu Quan Nan. And Quan Nan, who has not scored at all. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 minutes in the game. Breaks both.
Oof, ugly finder. Drops their free throw percentage down from 68%. And here's Tairen again. Duan Chengguo starting in the beginning of this quarter and from downtown, but sends it airmail express.
Way, way off target. Courage for the 3, bang! Their first 3 of the game, and what a time to hit it. Shanghai's Jiang Qianxian with the 3.
Now we're seeing the largest lead so far in the game, and this time it's Shanghai taking the charge. And here's Zihao, look away pass, swinging it over to the corner, baseline pass, and here comes Duan Chengguo like a thief in the night for a bucket.
That was good motion by Taiyuan. You know, they drew the defenders out, so smart. That was very smart. High basketball IQ. Switches on the afterburners. Oh, tried to go for the lob. Keeps it. No, it's out. The referee already blowed it down that it was out. So trying to be creative there, but my opinion, Shanghai are dangerous when they keep it really, really simple.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree with that sentiment as it's back to Tairen's ball. Still no confirmation on the no number jersey. But still going to assume it is Yang Zihao because we have yet to see him on the court. Still 8 seconds on the shot clock. And he shakes off his man, Duan Chengguo, with the pull-up jumper.
So missed shots leading to the breaks. Releases for another 3. Ooh. In and out.
Too bad. It goes around and out of the rim, and here comes the rim runner and intercepted by number 17 of Shanghai. That is Chen Tian-Tan.
He did quite a good job in trying to get that intercept, but just ran out of real estate. So it is Taiyuan ball.
Sideline inbounding, 18 seconds left, and lobs it all the way on the opposite end. For the 2, it was 3 against 1. Shanghai getting the board.
Taiyuan's jumpers are not dropping as opposed to the first quarter, so Shanghai's interior defense has improved a little bit, but just got to keep making it difficult. That is the strength of Shanghai. Off the cross, in the lane. Ooh. What a wild pass. Outside, fires off target.
Back over to Tairen University. Foul call, quick to call it. Number 77, that is Ma Jingtao's first personal.
That is a good foul by Ma Jingtao. Ooh.
A lot of shouting. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. First one we're seeing in this game. Let's take a look. Ooh, yeah, that is a pretty hard shove. Well, at least he acknowledges it. He raises his arm up, and we have Liu Shaowen getting a break on the bench. Cao Zihao at the line. He's going to get 2 free throws.
Technical. Didn't see that one coming.
Now, Cao Zihao is a player to watch. Again, I'd call him the 6th man for Tairen University. He is the Northwest Cue Bowl MVP for good reason. 7 minutes, 22 seconds left. The shot clock is at 14. Possession still goes to Tairen University. And that's going to be Chen Ziwan inbounding over There's a handoff.
Trying to penetrate.
Jumper, this time it drains in. Finally getting a bucket now. Tyron with the lead.
Mr. No Number comes up with a number on the scoreboard, and that's a 2. And Taiwan leading by 1 at the logo. Over the top. In the lane, push shot. Couldn't get the drop, but they get the rebound. Try to Euro it, try to bank it. They're hustling. Tip, yes. That's excellent hustle. Great job, Shanghai. Shang-U with the basket.
Really struggled closing it out, but look, they got the bucket. That took a lot of energy, though, I'm sure, from the Shanghai student athletes. A dribble drive in, drawing a foul, what looks to be Ma Jingtao once again.
Look at the highlights here. Again, not contacting, but
he is relegated to the bench as once again, shot clock is at 14 seconds. Opposite end it goes. And here's a catch and shoot, hits the iron ring. Back to Shanghai, immediate whistle call on Tyron's unnamed player.
We gotta find out who this guy is.
I was trying to listen to it over the PA system, but we'll confirm with somebody.
Yeah, halftime. We'll check with Frank, the MC. I'm sure he'll know. So on the spin, just still gathering. Shanghai up by 1, trying to set the screen, trying to get some separation. Okay, catch up and 1. That's it. Liu Kuan-nan, calm and collected in the paint. Thumbs up by Coach Shu. Yep, as he went up, there was contact. And a 3-point buffer between Shanghai and Taiwan University of Technology. 4 points for Liu Kuan-nan and make that 5. Got to continue to press.
Yep. Trying to create a fast break opportunity. Oh, kickball violation going all the way out to the parking lot. Out of the screen it goes. Ooh, it went all the way to the 45-degree cameraman. That's pretty far off. So kind of similar to where we're sitting at on the opposite end, and it's still Tyron's ball. Whistle comes. Looks like they need to adjust the time to 16 seconds. Or, yeah, they do need to adjust the clock above the basket.
Should be, yeah, it was 5:38 just now. And then the shot clock at 15, so good eyes.
And here's a catch and shoot for number 2, Chen Ziwen.
So, bit of missed shot. Shanghai applying the pressure, curls to the corner, goes back, redirects. Oh, bounce pass upstairs. Almost the basket, but he definitely gets the pair of free throws. So, I tell you what, they are playing more intelligently in the second period. Shanghai compared to the first. Nice pass to see the open man. And again, not the best discipline in terms of how he just got drawn into that, committing that foul. 4 points.
Tyron held off from making any buckets in the last couple of minutes. Hopefully they could break that streak. As we see personal fouls, 4 have been committed by Tyron, 2 for Shanghai University. Let's see if Tyron can break the ice here, and the pendulum swings over to a mysterious Tyron player.
Blows by, beats him off the dribble, floater, gets the rebound, no.
Having to go high up for the board. Tyron's possession, they're gonna pass it coast to coast and in the corner, but not in the bag.
Taiyuan taking some rush shots currently, so they gotta go to that sweet spot and take better shots.
Yeah, they have time left. I mean, and they're only behind by 5 points.
Exactly, so a bit of calmness personified needed, but these are young men Young University men still learning the game for the three. Yes, sir! Drops it in. Splash for the cash. 3 points. And a big, big shot by Hu Hui.
Tyron needs an answer. They've been without any buckets. The backdoor cut does not come to fruition.
Yeah.
But it is still their ball. 9 seconds on the shot clock. We got a sub in for Shanghai, Sui Ren Chen. 9 seconds. We hear a referee reminding the players. And there's Duan Chengguo going in tough, but he got triple teamed there. Had to give it up. And here's the pull-up jumper. There we go. Breaking the ice is number 2, Chen Ziwen.
Stops the bleeding a little bit. And hopefully that will give them a little bit of confidence. Those two defenders, good D by Taiyuan to stop the potential penetration to go within the perimeter. 6 seconds, gotta be careful on the drives. Gets inside, gets his own miss, up again, couldn't get it to go. And they get it back though. Launches, bang! 3 is good. He hit that from way downtown.
That's gotta hurt for Tyron University. Look at the boards now. This time around, Shanghai still taking control, 9-1. And that is gonna be a foul. Free throws, 3, I believe.
That will be definitely 3. No questions asked. That was a pushing foul.
Yeah, another one of those cylindrical fouls. Let's see, again, landing into Ziwen's space. So he will be at the line quickly, just like that. He came in quick, and Sui Yuanchen will return to the bench. Now it's Chen Ziwen at the line. Now, he scored 2 points and got 2 assists in their previous game against Yonsei University. Finally makes his, not finally, he makes 3 points now.
Can he hit all 3? Pounds this.
2 is good. Well, Tyron University, any foul chances that they get, they're gonna want to make as many of those buckets. Again, they still got a deficit running behind Shanghai Jiaotong University, and he is 3 for 3. He is 100%. That's how you do it now. Tyron, 6 points behind.
2-possession game. Got to get it over half court quickly because these referees count very quickly. Got to watch the shoulders, boys. Okay, on the baseline. Man-to-man. Puts it up. And outlet. Here they come.
There we go. 2 rebounds now for Tyron University. Trying to go for the fast break. High pass out to the opposite end. At the key and quick movement. There we go. There you have it, Tyron University. Thanks to Duan Chengguo's bucket. Now behind by 2 possessions.
Taiwan hitting them with a 5-0 run. And Shanghai just need to get back to basics. And what has helped them regain control of this game in this period. Gets inside. Yes, that's what they're good at. That's their signature move. Get inside, use their bigs. And that big right there, Jiang Chen.
Yeah, there you got the mismatch, and we got the player under the paint getting no support, so that's how Shanghai's gonna get that bucket. Now here comes Tyron. There's a skip pass and a jumper. Once again, back-to-back buckets for Duan Chengguo. Just give the ball to him. He is the lead scorer for Tyron University at 14 points now.
Those jumpers a little bit too easy. Trying to go, and another trading baskets here. This is a fantastic game. And Jiang Chen, fantastic with 9 points thus far for the 3.
And no, around and out it goes. We got both sides having pretty solid mid-range game. But again, as we mentioned before, Shanghai controlling the boards.
Shanghai getting majority of their baskets from the free throw line. Oh, in the paint, races to the rim. Ooh. What did the referee say?
I don't know, it just looked like an accident that he just tripped up from Duan Chengguo's leg. Oh, yeah, he kind of moved a bit there. He's got to be careful. That's his third personal foul.
Yeah, actually, if you look at the TYUT column, yeah, there's a few guys who have a little bit of a red flag in terms of they could be fouled out of the game. Actually, 1, 2, 2.5, 3. So compared to Shanghai, only one player in foul trouble, which is Ma Jingdao. Puts that away for the free throw. That's his first basket of the game. The rim racer. Not the biggest guy in the world, but he's lightning quick. 2 out of 2 for Chen Tiankan. And 2 points.
1 minute to go. And that will conclude the first half. Here is Zihao. Swinging it back, and a skip pass. Denied entry. Oh, denied entry there by Hu Hui.
That was a good block, and it came off. A bit of luck, fortune. Fortune favored the brave, and fortune favored the blocker. It came off a Taiwan player, so it's going to be them to inbound. Fresh 24.
Quick.
53.1 to go. Sorry, Tay, you want to say something?
No, Wu Shangyu is coming in to sub with 53 seconds left.
Clock back on. Shanghai. Oh, good catch. Up and in. That was too easy. He was cutting down the middle with the middle cut. An excellent finish by Wang Yan.
Now Tyren behind on the 10-point deficit. They were caught sleeping, and the whistle comes.
Wang Yan, who scored earlier for Shanghai, now with 8 points.
Zihao will be inbounding. That is going to be a foul call on Wang Yan. Coming around on the wing. He's still waiting. He's finding his help, and here's a catch and shoot opportunity on the left. No good. Shanghai's ball.
Good movement. They're just trying to waste a little bit of time. They want the last shot potentially. Shot clock is off, so they're okay. They can take their time. Drive. Shoots for 3. Too strong.
7 seconds to go. Tyren University. The final possession, and here comes Sun Wen. Buzzer beater shot, no good. Couldn't repeat the halftime buzzer beater like they did against Yonsei University.
So what an entertaining game. The first period, well, most of the first period was controlled by Taiyuan because of their great jump, their great shots. But all of a sudden, Shanghai tightened their defense. They led in the first period, and then in the second period, they took command. They are leading 44-34. And Taiyuan couldn't hit their shots consistently in the second period. As the cheerleaders dance, the statistics should be coming in. So Tay, what say you? Very interesting game that went, sort of swayed the pendulum a little bit here and there, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you see the bars kind of changing, or they have evolved from the first to the second. We take a look at the three-point shooting. Well, Tyren University has a lot of room for improvement in terms of perimeter shooting. Field goal percentages, though, they're pretty even out at this point. Now, fouls are coming for Tyren University. We have 2 players that have made 3 personal fouls. So, again, let's see how Tyren, if or when they can make a comeback.
To all the champions, do you dare to stand here? Represent your team. Represent your school. Make all Asia set its signs on you. The next chapter is here. A new legacy awaits. History starts now. To all the champions, do you dare to stand here? Represent your team. Represent your school. Make all Asia set its signs on you. The next chapter is here. A new legacy awaits. History starts now. To all the champions, do you dare to stand here? Represent your team. Represent your school. Make all Asia set its signs on you. The next chapter is here. A new legacy awaits. History starts now.
Welcome back, everyone, to our final game, and it is the Shanghai Jiaotong University team going hammer and tong with Taiwan University of Technology, 44-34 in the first period. Taiwan was hitting jumpers and big shots from all around the court, and then all of a sudden, late towards the first period, Shanghai tightened up their defense and then led by 2 points, and all of a sudden they outscored by tightening up their defense, getting in the paint, hitting 2 big three-pointers, and then they outscored their opponent 23-15. But still, only a 10-point ball game. Anything can happen in the second half of the game. Taylor Chen, your thoughts?
Well, Tyron managed to hold off on fouls. I mean, they accumulated, they racked up a bunch of fouls, and all thanks to Dun Jiawei racking them up, driving in from the left. Again, I think that's been the thorn on Tyron's side. Unfortunately, though, in the second quarter, they just made and attempted a lot less shots, so that's kind of what's also hurting Tyron University, and they're not finding that many entry points, and they're heavily relying on Duan Chunguo, but unfortunately he's already got 3 personal fouls, so he's got to be a little bit cautious.
Yeah, he's got to weather the storm on that one a little bit. But here's a funny story just to break the ice and just to make it a bit of laughter. A young Ze Hao, who usually plays at number 5 for the Taiwan team, he was playing without a number on his back. And we all thought, who is that guy? We thought it was him, but we didn't want to call him. But we found out that at halftime it was him because he lost his number 5 jersey. Fortunately for him, Coach Xu of the Shanghai team did not protest because according to the FIBA rules, if you want to protest for the opponent not wearing a particular number and following the regulation, you can do so, and that could lead to repercussions. But fortunately, no protest, no repercussions, and the only thing that's going and majorly talking at the moment is the basketball, which is pretty good. And like I said, 44-34. So the second half about to start. Some of the Shanghai players on court already. We are already 1 minute and 10 seconds away from the start of the third period. Taylor Chen, what's your final thoughts before we start this third period as we watch some of the highlights?
Well, I want to see Duan Chunguo back on the court. I loved watching his physicality. And again, he's very versatile. He is not the biggest center in the AUBL tournament, but we take a look at his stats. He's really carrying the team, 14 points, and so on and so forth. 4 rebounds, 2 assists for the team in white. As we have Yang Zihao now in jersey number 0. He's also got 7 points and 4 assists, but that can only get you so far in this game.
Look at Shanghai. They're about to go to a 1-3-1 zone. And trying to get their opponent to shoot. Now they go back to a man defense. For a 3. Ooh.
Nice 3 by Duan Chunguo. Again, give the ball to him. That might be the temporary solution or the solution down the line, as he's racked up 17 points and 4 rebounds. That's his first 3 tonight.
That's a good shot earlier. So Shanghai needs to keep responding. Takes the shot. Couldn't go down. Couldn't hang on to it. Here comes Taiwan.
Racking up his stats. He gets a defensive rebound. And he is ready to get the pass. from the left, but they're going to go in from the right. There is Zhao. 9 seconds left. Step back for three. Ooh, rattles in. Back-to-back threes for Thailand University.
Now game back on from a 10-point lead. It's now a 4-point lead for Shanghai. Shanghai need to wake up. They need to defend the perimeter. And now a 2-3 zone being played by Taiwan University of Technology. Sets the screen, skip pass, shoots for the three of their own. Bang! What a response.
And both are 100% from beyond the arc. Thailand University trying to make up the difference, but Shanghai quick to answer back. The score, 47-40, as we have Zihao now. Now we know he passes it onwards. Ooh, bad pass though. They luckily recover. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. It is counting down, and here he comes. Pull-up jumper, a little too strong there, hits the rim.
Coming up right now, Shanghai past half court. Just slowing it down a little bit. They just want to preserve this lead a little bit and don't want to go backwards. Trying to work it around the perimeter, but they go in the paint. Stop, lost the handle, transition.
Ooh, the 2-3 zone was effective for Thailand University. Here's the run and gun, and he makes it with the finger roll from the left. That is Ling Zihao, or Yang Zihao.
Mister, I lost my uniform. So gets the 2 points. So on the wing, back, shoots and rise and shoot. Too strong.
And here we go. Here's the breakaway. Euro step, and getting support was Duan Chengguo.
That was good, clean defense. Down the lane we go. Oh, was that a foul? No. Our Canadian referee says it goes the other way. That was a good, clean block. So good hustling on both ends.
Yeah, both teams are running on 5th gear right now. Score 47-42. And Thailand University is crawling up. They scored 7 points or 8 points already in this quarter alone.
Mang Fansen with the block there earlier for Taiwan.
Yang Hulong, ooh, misfire pass. There's a turnover.
But they're looking a little bit clumsy here. Need to regather. Takes a long three. Kaboom! Hits it from downtown, Pound Town.
There's that drop coverage that we saw from Duan Chengguo. And that did not work as Shanghai drops their second three. Fakes, off footing, off mark, out of bounds it goes. It is still Thailand's possession as number 6 makes the last contact. That's Jian Chenxuan.
And word just in that the China national player Zhu Junlong, number 26, will not play tonight. So I think Taiwan can breathe a sigh of relief on that one.
Skip past to Zihao. Now to Zihao. And he pulls up at the corner.
That's too easy.
And he got nothing but nylon.
He is too easy. They didn't press him up. They can't let Taiwan just take easy jumpers like that, because that's how they hit the lead exponentially in the first period. In the paint, and takes it to the rack, and there was no defense there for Taiwan.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of Duan Chengguo. Again, with some foul trouble, they need him on the court as much as possible. And foul call. Let's take a look at the last play. That's going to be on number 17 at Chen Tian. And baseline start with 14 seconds on the clock.
Well, Shanghai have a nice problem. Only one player. Good push shot right there. Ooh.
Uh-oh, that is not good.
Ooh, he looks like he's
holding on to a shin. That's not a good sign.
But he's holding his ankle as well.
No, it's mainly his shin there. He's okay. He waved off the medical attention. I think it was just a really awkward landing. Yeah.
No, is he okay? No, he's all right. He's all right. He's A-okay, Superman.
He's trying to walk it off, but I think he should get a couple of minutes of rest. But again, I say Thailand needs him. He's scoring 19 points now.
Skip pass. Goes for another three. Too strong. Got to get the rebound. No. Taiyuan, here they come.
Coast to coast, and here comes Zihao from the right over to the left side corner. And ball keeps moving around Zihao. Now at the wing, he pulls up another jumper. No, we don't. But the ball gets poked out. Shanghai's ball.
One-on-one, out, wide open, in the lane, attacks the rim, tries to tip it in, and the referee has blown it down already. Hand check, 2 shots for Shanghai Jiatong, who have been about 50 to 60% from the line tonight. 5:17 to go in this third period. This third quarter has sailed, no timeouts, and they were jostling to try to get that tip, and again for that putback. And hits the front iron, back iron, and eventually bounces in. Hu Hui, who's had a pretty solid game, 12 points tonight. Can he get lucky number 13 to give his team an 8-point lead? I must admit, the rebounding by Shanghai has been quite good. It's just those, every time they give Taiyuan those open looks, Taiyuan hits those jumpers. 2 out of 2 as he circles it in. 8-point lead for Shanghai.
It just gives credit to the Shanghai players able to box out the Thailand student athletes to get those boards, and a lob out for the 3, and nothing but nylon for number 11, Meng Fansen.
Don't leave him open. Okay.
Shooters are going to shoot.
Well, Shanghai frustrated because every time they build the lead, Taiyuan sort of eventually finds some magic. Oh, turnover.
Poor pass. Got a little bit too ahead of himself. There's a breakaway lay-in. It was too strong, but he'll get a chance at the free throw line.
And potentially to make this a 4-point ball game again.
Oh. I see that Shanghai player trying to, he threw down his arm, trying to prevent any scoring opportunities. Meng Fansen now with 6 points. Threw down the tomahawk chop. As we have Zihao subbing out. Or, looks like he's just talking to the head coach right now. It is subs for Shanghai University as Meng Fansen launches the first free throw. That one is good. 54-49. Still a game here at Binjiang University.
Definitely.
Or gymnasium, excuse me.
It's all right. This game is far from over. The backdrop, as you can see, Asian University Basketball League, the acronym AUBL. 2 out of 2.
Just behind by 2 possessions. Now it's Shanghai's turn to answer the call.
Shanghai was hitting us some good threes in the last minute. And they've just got to go to their strength, which is get in the lane, score some points in the paint. We've got some big guys up, and they draw the foul. And 2 shots again. And
blocking foul. It's on number 14, Yang Hulong.
Agent Zero, Liu Guannan puts it away, and that's his 8th point of the game. Gives his team a little bit of breathing space.
Yang Hulong in foul trouble. That's his 4th personal.
Gets the friendly gymnasium bounce, the Binjiang gymnasium bounce to get it in. And this man here, Mr. Foul Trouble, on court right now.
2 of them foul troubles interchanging right now, but Deng Chengguo, he's only got 3. He just needed a couple of minutes of rest after a funny landing on his foot. He's going to set the pick and roll. There's a downhill drive, but he couldn't make entry. Swinging it over to the left.
Got to press the shooter.
And from downtown, too short. Airmails it.
Korea Express is needed, so Shanghai not looking for a courier. They're just trying to waste a bit of time, find their sweet spot, but they seem to be very effective when they try to drive through the lane. Okay, there it is. Ooh. And another foul.
Now this one, it's only going to be on Tian Huming. He's still on the floor, but quickly getting up thanks to his teammates.
I tell you, Liu Guannan has seen a lot of action at the line. Yep, good intent, but just that skin contact. Pounds this. He's a big man, big solid man, can set the big screens, puts it away with ease. And this is such a handy weapon to have on your team, a big man who can make free throws. And I jinxed it.
Yeah. It happens. It happens.
Commentator's curse.
We're only human. We're not perfect. Meng Fansen out from the top is Zihao. Returns a favor. And here is Duan Chengguo, but resets it. We have the dribble drive down the middle. Mid-range game is still on point for Cao Zihao.
Their mid-range game is pretty solid for the Taiwan team. They dropped it a bit in the second period, but they picked it up again, stopping the clock. And game clock back on. Good tactic, actually. Watching it, coming from behind. Ooh. Well, that was a bit of a sell.
No harm, I mean, there was a foul, but no ill will. And that's going to be Taoren University's penalty foul. So free throws will be coming soon, according to the scoreboard.
17 to go on the shot clock, now at 13. From the outside, up top swing. Back out. From the elbow, yes, knocks it in. That's a good jumper. Fantastic stuff. Good shot by Duan Chia-wei, who's got 12 points, the second leading scorer in Shanghai.
Yeah, only scored 10 points in the first quarter and has been silent since finally breaking that streak. And here is Duan Chengguo. Foul call.
Holding foul.
And Chengguo asking maybe for a wipe down of the ball. Yep. And we got a sub coming in for Taiwan University. It's Tian Huming returning to the bench. 2 minutes, 27 seconds left in regulation from the baseline. Here we go, trying to find support all the way out on the perimeter. It has to go, Zihao. Over to the left, there's a 2-3 zone. There's another mid-range. That is too short, hits the ring.
It's a good hustle by Shanghai to hustle to get that defensive rebound. And right now, setting up their offense. Got to be careful.
I'm sorry, I got to laugh at that. It was another pushing foul at the logo.
Why did you do that? I mean, that was so silly. You did not need to do that. You could have just let it go.
Oh, that was so unnecessary because, again, I mentioned earlier, they're now in the penalty, so free throws with every foul made by Taiwan University.
That is ultimate, ultimate charity. And he puts that away. He's been the best player today. Shanghai's Duan Chia-wei. And joint leading scorer in this team. And if he hits this, he will be the leading scorer with 14 points. He is. And he gives them some 9-point distance between them, Shanghai and Taiwan.
Yeah, we had, I mean, Taiwan was only behind by 2 possessions, but now Shanghai distancing themselves away.
Oh, that was careless and goes the other way. And
yep.
Taiwan should be thanking them for being sloppies.
That's a huge relief for Taiwan as we have a Shanghai sub coming in. It's going to be number 4, Wang Yan. Coming back onto the court. And possession goes to Taiwan. Chen Ziwen returning into the game.
Bounce pass.
And again, Duan Chengguo trying to set the pick and roll. And again, oh, that shot goes around and out.
90 seconds to go. Shanghai just trying to work down the clock, getting low and protect, not trying to turn the ball over. Footworks and rounds it in. Excellent, excellent finish by Shanghai. And Duan Xiaowei really, really filling it up on the scoreboard.
Zihao at the top. Duan Chengguo's pick and rolls are not in effect. Step back two, though. And he drains it, number 54 points for Tyron, and that was all thanks to Cai Zihao.
Still in this. 11 points, 1 rebound on the wing. Around baseline from underneath. No foul. I thought that was a foul, but it is a foul. The referee late call. So again, plenty of action. Look at all those mouths going, ref, what did you do?
Yeah, they were pretty perturbed by that call.
But you can't blame the refs because, I mean, the refs will call it as they, as there's contact. And I must admit, this tournament is a lot of contact. So it's something that the players need to learn. Or that was a very, very rush free throw shot by Jiang Chen Shen, who's got 9 points, 2 fouls. And if he hits this shot, it will be back to a 10-point lead. And bricks both. Couldn't get the rebound. Here they come.
Here it comes at Taiwan University, trying to run a fast break. But Shanghai quick in transition, and Shanghai gets the board.
It's a head call. So usually for a head call, we'll try to, everybody outside, maybe it's an ISO situation. Not quite. Screen. Get the separation. Fires. Short. Rebound. Puts it up. Yes! Ooh. And beats the horn. And that wasn't pretty, but a good recovery by Duan Xiaowei, who is a contender for player of the game, the leading scorer in this game. And with 18 points. And Taiwan, in my opinion, plays some good basketball, but just not consistent enough. But there's time. There's still a lot of time in the fourth quarter. In my opinion, it's still still a relatively close game. It's no foregone conclusion currently. So, looking at some of the highlights out here, super combative. A lot of fouls, Taylor Chen, and especially Shanghai getting to the free throw line. And you know what? Objectively speaking, Taiwan only have themselves to blame because on discipline, defensive discipline, they were relatively careless. The third period score, Shanghai Jiatong University 65, an 11-point lead over Taiwan University of Technology 54. Your thoughts, Taylor Chen, as the stats will roll in?
Well, Tyran had it really close again, only being behind by 2 possessions. But again, just when they had a spark, well, Shanghai Jiaotong University extinguished that little bit of tinder that was about to start a flames. Unfortunately, Tyran University still out-fouling Shanghai Jiaotong, and we won't see the stats, and we'll take a look at it later as we get our own printouts. As we see, field goal percentages is pretty comparable. Free throws, on the other hand, woof, 22 out of 33. As you see, Taiwan University only had 7 chances at the line. That's a huge discrepancy. So a good amount of those points made by Shanghai, well, those are all free throws and tiki-taka. Men in black.
Well, the men in black, they are so constructive and, providing some destruction for their opponent once they get in the lane, once they get to their sweet spot, just like there from the elbow. Key players like Duan Xiaowei, Hu Hui, and Chen Tian Kan. So fantastic stuff to watch. But for the opponent, Taiwan. Good shooters. Just got to bring the shooters into the game, get to the sweet spots. Up top, out. Didn't have the confidence to take the three, but attacks. Hits the back iron. Here come the boys in white.
Quick to get the board. Let's go for Taiwan.
Oh.
Too fast. Got a little too ahead of themselves. That pass was too high for Chen Ziwen. And that's going to lead to turnover and a switch in possession.
Too much chili on that one, so. And Shanghai will just try to work it as best as they can. They played a very tactical game. And I must give it to Coach Xu. He's been very patient today. From the top. His zone defense. Takes the three. Air ball.
Dead ball. And possession goes back to Taiwan. Starting back up again. There's still a chance for Taiwan to catch up. And here's Gao Jiaoyun. Over to the right, intercepted, but there's Deng Chengguo recovering, but it goes back to Shanghai.
Shanghai, good defense. And just got to stretch the floor open. Attacks, gets the bounce, no.
It's good support from Taiwan's defense, and here comes number 0, Yang Zihao.
Trying to go back to that man, but shoots for the three.
No good there.
Shanghai, again, just slowing it way down as we got rock and roll music in the gymnasium.
Rockabilly music.
On the screen. What a pass. Gotta go out. Oh, loose ball. And is that foot on the line? Yes, it is, says our referee, Rian.
Well, I'm liking what I saw from Taiwan University. We got that shot clock violation, and then you got you got pressure defense in the last possession that Shanghai had, and 25 is going to be coming out. That's going to be Hu Hui as it goes back to Taiwan University. See if they can convert this possession into buckets. They have yet to score in the final quarter, and here's the bounce and the bucket thanks to Duan Chengguo.
They must have heard you.
Yeah, their ears were bleeding.
A specialist coach, Taylor Chen. Shanghai not moving with any sort of urgency. They've got a relatively healthy lead, but it's not a secure lead. Floats it and sinks it. And that opens up the double-digit lead again. Duan Chia-Wei always getting his way. And a contender for player of the game.
Shanghai University taking a page out of Taiwan's book, getting those mid-range jumpers, but they're getting theirs in. That's what's different from theirs. That goes around and out.
It's funny, the other day, Taylor, Shanghai was struggling for a shooter. And right now, I mean, today they've hit more threes, and their opponent struggling to hit the threes as well. Must be something about them.
Yeah.
Tries to bank in the three, but gets the rebound. Pump fake, off the glass, no. And it goes in favor of Taiwan University of Technology.
And I was going to say that, you know, they were out-rebounded by Yonsei University, but the scales have tipped in their favor. Shanghai University, in those last 3 quarters, they have 33 as opposed to only 19 from Taiwan University. As we have Donna Summer playing in the background. Here's Duan Chengguo pulling up for the 2, and he makes bank.
What a time to play Donna Summer.
That's right. I know my classics.
Yes, you. Okay, I'll reserve that comment for maybe a karaoke moment from the outside. Getting low, screen. drive to the cup and way too easy. No, the interior defense by Taiyuan.
Yeah, that was lazy for Tyron's part.
Yeah, I was looking for the word slack, but that's the same meaning, really.
Yeah, same thing. Here's the pick and roll. Rejected. He's stuck out in the perimeter. Duan Chengguo is waiting for the pass. Look away pass. There we go. Catch and shoot. Oh, in and out. And there's a nice putback by Yang Zihao.
Yang Zihao with a nice follow there. So to make it interesting, it's still a 9-point game. We are approaching the halfway point of the fourth quarter. And you never know. Shanghai, sometimes they go into a little bit of drama zone. And they let their opponent back in, or sometimes they go a bit too late. Skip pass off the fake in the lane. No foul, says the referee. Still got time on the clock, but they got to put it up now. Put it up now. Shot clock violation. 5:11 to go in this game. Now the whole bench of Shanghai looking a bit concerned because there's still plenty of time with this one. It's a 3-possession game, Tay.
They're a little bit quiet over there. We saw a little bit of lackadaisical defense by Tyron, but also, you know, we have a couple of Shanghai players not really quite paying attention as it's back to Tyron University. Zihao at the top, now controlling the play, and here's the hop step by Duan Chengguo and a call foul on Shanghai. Let's take a look. We just saw that's a foul call.
Yep, two shots.
I believe what looks to be Duan Jiawei. And look at this stats line, 23 points, 6 rebounds, and he has been great. From the field, he is 11 for 15. It's been the difference maker for Tyron University, but that is no surprise again, talking about how he truly dominated in the last game, scored 25 points for Tyron. But unfortunately, will it make a difference, or will that get a win for Tyron right now? We shall see. He makes those buckets. Score now 69-62.
Well, there is the much needed timeout. Coach Shu has hardly called any timeouts in this game, but I think he just wants to take a breather and sort of reset a bit because 4:54 to go. It's down, only up by 7, and they've just got to be. It's the team that wins this game, Taylor, is the team that's going to be very disciplined on their defense. When I say disciplined, not giving away careless fouls. I think that's been the trend of this tournament, the careless fouls, and that's why the referees, when you talk to them, we've talked to them every morning when we see them for breakfast, they say, man, in my part of the world, whether they're from the Philippines, whether they're from North America, or, you know, just in other provinces of China, this competition has a very high foul count, and that's because, you know, the players, you know, not so disciplined. I mean, there's no argy-bargy involved or anything like that. It's just, you know, trying to step in for the steal, trying to put in legal guarding position. The elbow comes up, the shoulder goes into it, and so forth and so forth. So this game, to the team that can be disciplined on their defense, I think they'll win the game.
Yeah, that and I mean, discipline on defense, but also just staying on top of it. Again, we see a couple of those possessions where both sides are just not really paying attention, a little lackadaisical in terms of passing or just on D. And we'll see who pays the most attention or who's really on top of it. Again, they're going to keep Duan Chengguo on the court. He's managed to still keep it at 3 personal fouls since the start of the second half.
And here we go. The clock is running. And Shanghai, okay, up and lays it up and in. Good start. That was really good strategy. Just draw him out. And with a quick laser pass.
Yeah, very effective ATO. Is a good play drawn up, as you said, Ben. The score, or that stat line is 12 points and 8 rebounds. Lobs it all the way out to Duan Chengguo. Oh, double team, popped out of bounds. Looks to be, with 2.9 seconds, it's still going to be Tyron's possession.
Yeah, I had no doubt that was Taiyuan's possession because was okay, but Coach Shu was loving the effort. 2.9 to go, though, on the shot clock. So they got to do something pretty magical here. And, ooh, timeout. The magic is the timeout.
Yeah, that's going to be Tyron's timeout from Yangwon High. Again, as you mentioned, there's not many timeouts called between either one of those teams. Now, I think it's just allowing the players to get the flow moving and trying not to disrupt them and get into their heads. But as of right now, well, there's only 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. So let's see what Coach Yangwon High will draw up for the Tyron players as we take a look at a couple of highlights in those last couple of possessions. Again, Tyron University, they fought hard in the third quarter. At one point was only behind by 4. Again, that is with Shanghai University not paying attention. So, you know, again, once they cleaned up their act, well, they keep going with the lead. As Tyron slowly makes their way out after the timeout.
Yeah, very, very slow. I'm surprised the referee didn't crack the whip, but just being a little bit generous. But here we go, 4:20 to go in a game that has run for quite some time because of the high number of fouls.
Kick out from the perimeter. Here's Duan Chengguo with a handoff, 2.9 seconds. He must have forgot.
Well, I was just wondering, why did they take that time, their own sweet time?
I think I genuinely think they forgot the shot clock was at 2.9. They might have thought it was at 14.
Oh, it was 2.9. It was very clear cut. I mean, again, communication. They must have didn't see it.
Yeah, again, it's just not paying attention. That might be why Tyron might lose this game if they do.
Shanghai looking very, very good for the victory. Corner, launches.
There goes Tyron with the board. That's Zihao finding the downhill drive. There's the support from Duan Chengguo. Ooh, an entrance denied. Do not pass, go, do not collect. 100, and here, get the bucket for Shanghai University. It is number 12, Dun Jiawei.
Duan Jiawei with a great, great basket. And what a shot. And here comes, and they're in trouble right now. They're going to move. They're going to move fast.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's Zihao with that high pass, recovery pass, and ooh, catch and shoot is off the mark.
That needed to go down.
Yeah, that was a misdial on Tyron's part.
Shanghai at the logo, just trying to waste as much time as they can. And they don't want to be heroes. They just want to play smart. I said they don't want to be heroes, and what do?
You spoke too soon there, Ben.
I did. Why did you do a laser bullet pass? I mean, you got time on your side. You got the scoreboard on your side.
They do. You're absolutely right.
Anyway.
I mean, you know, I think for both ends, we're seeing a lack of control as we see a Shanghai player maybe potentially getting some cramps. He's okay, though, nothing serious. Trying to massage it out. Ooh, let's see if they can recover. Tyron indeed does, but it goes into the hands of Shanghai.
Diving for the loose ball. That's good. That's from the press. That was a good press. Got the ball, got the steal, comes up with the goods, and now they've got the package. Do not do laser bullet passes. Just keep it simple. If you want to go for the midi, you can. But if you want to redirect, you can. Set the screen, drive, and off the bank and collects the foul. And I hope that Duan Jiawei is okay because he landed a little bit awkwardly there. He looks all right, holding his kneecaps like any other player would. And definitely, I'm pretty sure that he will be, if Shanghai win, he will be the player of the game. He's got 22 points right now. Make that 23.
Massive difference from the first game against Yonsei University.
Oh,
he
yeah.
only scored 6 points in that particular game. Only 1 assist, too.
They were very, very disappointing in that game. Bricks the second shot, so he remains at 23.
Meng Fansen going high for the board.
They got to go for a 3.
It's a pick and roll situation. There's a screen from Duan Chengguo, but they're not biting, and that shot from the corner does not fall. There's a kick out. We got a reset with 12 seconds left on the shot clock, swinging it over to the opposite corner, and he lands a missile thanks to Yang Hulong.
Good pump action shot from the corner. They needed a 3, and that's the 3 they needed. It's only a 9-point game. Anything can happen. See, you cannot get complacent, especially when it's in all People's Republic, China University's affair. Just trying to stretch the floor. In the lane, Midi, back iron, no. Here they come, 90 seconds to go.
Look away pass. He waits for the trailers. Minute and a half to go. Swinging it over to the corner. They're going to try for a second one, and certainly it does. Another missile hits the target. Score now 74-68. Back-to-back threes for Tairen University. Leads to a timeout call by Shanghai Jiaotong University.
Now, Coach Xu is just barking at his plays. I know basketball Mandarin. I don't know Mandarin, but I know basketball Mandarin. He's saying, why didn't you step in and close him out? Why did you give him so much space? I've seen him do this so many times back home in Malaysia when he brings his teams over for tournaments.
I think the word that you mentioned earlier really applies so well, so aptly for both teams. It was complacency that oftentimes some of these points scored, you see the complacency from the Shanghai players in that instance. You know that they're going to swing it to the corner there, and he was hot to trot in that instance. And Tairen same, where there are moments where they're not paying attention on defense, and Shanghai's going to come in for the dribble drive into getting those baskets. And even if they don't get those baskets with those complacencies, Tairen University is going to get plenty of those fouls due to not being on top of paying attention.
2-possession game, and anything can happen. There's lots of time left in this one, and I see a lot of action happening at the free throw line down the stretch. So that's just my prediction. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. So I hope Coach Xu has given them a wake-up call, because they have played quite well in the second half, especially with the way they won those and fought for those defensive rebounds. 16 points for Yang.
Yeah, Tairen University has outscored Shanghai University in this quarter, 14-9.
So the crowd roaring. Can't turn it over. Got to get it over half court. Now just slowing it way down. They want to get at least to the 1 minute, 3 second mark. One shooter in the corner, two shooters on the wing. Screen, drive, out, runner, tap. And yeah, they're in the, I think they're in the, no penalty. The inbound, there was a foul there. So with 14 seconds on the clock, well, they got one part of the objective. They wasted some time. Okay,
oh, that's a hand reach.
Yeah, they're reaching there. So inbound, just holding on to it. Hand off. Where's the screen? They need a screen to get some separation. Cross. Drive, lob, no, turnover. Here come Taiwan. Takes it.
Oh, out of bounds. Not a turnover. Shanghai making final contact. It is still Tairen's possession.
43.6
Oh my
seconds.
goodness.
Where is this game going, my friend?
I'm sure head coach of Shanghai, Xu Yang, was not expecting this. He must be pretty upset with his troopers. Now they're going to be inbounding with 20 seconds left, and it is Meng Fan Sen bringing it over to the opposite end, and here comes Tun Ziwei swinging it around back and forth, and from downtown, no good was the 3. Shanghai getting the board.
So they've got the security, and they just got to waste a bit of time. Can't really foul him because there's no point. Just try to force him to take a shot or try to go in for the steal. And if that shot went down, or if that possession earlier was controlled, it could have been a different story. It could be
Absolutely.
potentially 74-70 or 74-71.
Yeah, could have still been a ball game. And it would have gotten the crowd go wild at Bingjiang Gymnasium.
100%. Looks like the Shanghai guys are smiling already. And why wouldn't they? The mathematics are on their side. Corner, drive, out. Just taking their time. Okay, corner. And I think they will just see this out. Shot clock violation coming up. And 2.3 seconds to go, and yeah, that's game.
Yeah.
Gao Tim, almost Gao Tim anyway, so Gao Tim means complete in Chinese Cantonese, or Cantonese dialect in the Chinese language. So 4.3, they're resetting the clock. The shot clock, it's 2.5, and some changes. The player of the game, if I'm going to select one, this is just my opinion, Duan Xiaowei, and Shanghai get the victory. I think Coach Xu aged in that game, but they get the victory.
I think I see a couple of new gray hairs popping out.
Oh yeah. I think he'll need a good bowl of noodles to get that adrenaline down today after this game. So, it was a very, very scrappy game, inconsistent by both teams, a lot of fouls, but you know what? A win is a win. As the boys from Taiwan University of Technology experienced their second loss. Final score, Shanghai Jiatong University 74, Taiwan University of Technology 68. And Tay, quite tight. Well, wow, look at those free throws, 23 of 25 for Shanghai. A lot of action from the free throw line.
Yeah, a lot of careless fouls committed by Taiwan University of Technology. Surprisingly, nobody was fouled out from the men in white, but 23 points from 23 points made from free throws. That's definitely not a good look on their end. 74-68 is the final score. I mean, you know what? Taiwan made a good run for it towards the second half of the game, as Frank will shortly announce player of the game. That looks to be the national player just coming back from FIBA competition.
What a nice time to come in when you've got a win and you're probably you're pretty much qualified for the next round. So that'll be interesting. He'll need his size, length, and skill against those the Tsinghua universities and the University of Beijing of this world. Excellent performance by this man right here. 23 points as he picks up the doll and the trophy. Player of the game, and that is Duan Xiaowei, 23 points. And he played a really, really good two-way game. Very humble guy, as he will shortly be interviewed by Zoe. So over to you, Zoe. Take it away.
《观众朋友们，您正在收看的是亚洲大学生篮球联赛的比赛直播。站在我身旁的是刚刚上交打泰里这场激烈精彩比赛的夸克本场比赛最佳球员奖的获得者，来自上海交通大学的段家威。Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching AUBL. Now standing beside me is the Quaker Player of the Game, Duan Jiawei. And first question, I just gonna ask him about how does he's feeling after winning this tough game. 首先，想请你分享一下拿下今天这场这么精彩的比赛有什么心情？
非常开心嘛。然后，因为我觉得这是一场团队的胜利。如果说我拿这个，也不是说，因为我队友啊非常给力，然后也相信我，然后我们拿下胜利最后，然后非常感谢队友。
We're winning this game because it's team basketball. Thanks to all my teammates. Thanks everyone. 那么呢，相信所有的球迷们都是通过夸克了解到 AUBL， 了解到亚洲大学生篮球联赛的这么多优秀的球员，比如段家威。那么家威，你有什么话想要对支持你的球迷说的？
首先要感谢你们的支持吧，然后也感谢你们为我们加油打气嘛，然后非常感谢，然后。继续加油，继续支持我们，感谢。
The message he wants to send to the fans is thank you for your supporting, and please keep tracking us, keep supporting us. Thank you very much. 那么在接下来就是进入8强了，8强将对阵 D 组的第1名政治大学。展望一下8强的比赛吧。
我们肯定会拼尽全力拼嘛，然后我们也会向每个强队来学习，然后因为我们是一个团队反击的那个队伍嘛，然后我们也向他们学习。当然，我们那个也不会说什么他们很厉害，我们会怵，但是我们会更拼、更凶一点，不会那种浪费这种好的机会。
For the following quarterfinal games, we will learn from each opponent, but we are not afraid of everyone. We will play our basketball, play tough, and try our best. Thank you.
谢谢，感谢。
And what a game that was. You know, if you look at the numbers, it wasn't pretty, 74 to 68 in favor of Shanghai University. But then if you look at the three-point shooting percentage, it was like 25 and 23%. But these two teams have not been shooting well in this tournament. So for that stat was quite, you know, a pretty good stat for them, even though it wasn't brilliant. But the biggest stat was of how many times both teams got to the free throw line, because not because of anything weird or dodgy, is because of the number of physical fouls in this game, Taylor Chen.
Yeah, Tyran committed 23 fouls, allowing Shanghai University getting to the line 35 times. And they were pretty not as good as they could have shot. They shot 81% in the last game. They shot 65, but still, I mean, again, as I said earlier, just you don't want that on your stats being having said, you know, a third of your points were shot because of free throws.
That's right. Well, everyone, that is the end of the first 3 days of competition. It has been absolutely electric, energizing, entertaining, but also it has been very, very good. So look out for the schedule tomorrow on our social media to find out what's going on for the rest of the week. But for me, Ben Ibrahim and Taylor Chen, and for the production team of AUBL, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Friday. Take care.